With the Denver Broncos still needing help at offensive tackle, even with Garrett Bowles extended, their best bet is in the upcoming draft. It is a strong class that doesn't have the talent at the top, but plenty of guys in the middle, and here are 5 that fit with the Broncos. Alex Leatherwood is a versatile offensive lineman out of Alabama that has started at guard and tackle. He started out at left guard, then moved to left tackle before the 2019 season, and the versatility is part of why he is enticing. With the traits to play either side of the line, Leatherwood would be ideal as a backup swing tackle while he develops. He needs to work on being more consistent, but he has the smarts, length, and athleticism to more than hold his own in the NFL. Where he will need the most work is when it comes to generating push at the line and working with a clean base to do so. Leatherwood has a light and quick feet to work at tackle and would be the type of player the Broncos seem to hope Elijah Wilkinson could be. Jackson Carman of Clemson doesn't have that great versatility on the line as he is a tackle-only prospect. The traits he does have can see him work as either a left tackle or the right tackle, but he isn't one to move inside the guard because of his size. There's a lot of power with Carman, and when he gets his hands on rushers cleanly, it is generally over for the rusher. He did have a lot of issues against Chase Young, but which tackle didn't? And he also got some good reps against Young to show the potential that he has. In the NFL, while he can play either side, he projects best as a right tackle, which could make him ideal for Denver. There is enough movement with him, and they'd be able to give him time with Mike Munchak to develop before replacing Juwan James. While he opted out of the season, Minnesota's Daniel Falele is a big power tackle that has good movement skills for his size. He is one of those first off the bus players at 6'8" and 400 pounds that he carries extremely well. Whoever drafts him will have a good amount of work to put in to develop his very raw technique in all aspects of being a tackle. Even so, his combination of size, power, and athleticism, plus some actually pretty good hand technique, makes him super enticing as a ball of clay just waiting to be molded. The fit into the scheme the Broncos use is there, once he is able to get some work done on his pass sets and get consistency down with them. For the inside zone that Pat Shurmur absolutely loves, Falele can really do well even relying on his raw power and size. There was a late addition at offensive tackle for me in Oklahoma State's Tevin Jenkins, who is really rising up public boards. The offense at Oklahoma State has brought on some concerns with Jenkins and his pass set technique for the NFL, but he still checks all those other boxes. His feet are actually really good and smooth, but he also has really good hand technique, power, and the smarts to last in the NFL. It all comes down to his pass sets and having to pick up the depth of set changes between what he did at Oklahoma State and what he will do in the NFL. As a run blocker, he has a bad habit of lunging, but when he doesn't, he can generate enough power to move defenders out of the way. Jenkins could be a day one starter if he goes to the right team and scheme, but it would be best to give him a year of development as a depth piece first. The final offensive tackle is a smaller school prospect in Spencer Brown out of Northern Iowa, who seems to be all over the place on boards. Some will talk about how he is a first-round tackle, while others a third-round tackle, and his traits make it obvious to see why he has such a wide range of opinions. Brown has the height and length to be an NFL tackle, but he looks so thin at 320 pounds on his 6'9" frame. He is very lean, and that shows up as an issue quite a bit on tape, as he has issues handling power and speed to power rushers. This is why he is on the low end, but on the high end, you see his athleticism, smarts, and upside, and even rather solid technique. If he is a day one starter, it is because he went to the perfect scheme, but he can fit every scheme with some development. The key here is to remember that the need for tackle is depth and a future starter, which is why each of the 5 needs development in some form. Denver is in a good spot to get one of these guys with their second or third round pick, and just let the tackle board fall to them. For Mile High Huddle, I'm Erick Trickel.